Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee. If you'd like a personal reading, check out the stand store down in the description box and get to you as soon as I can. All right, so let's move on to today's tarot card of the day, which is the Life Lessons card of the Green Woman. And you didn't even spend any time in the World Tree. All right, you just walked out because, you've been there, done that over the last 6-7 days. And the Green Woman, sits up beside you and she just kind of looks at you and says, how do you feel? And you're feeling refreshed, you're feeling renewed, you have a lot of confidence, right? And she just says, you know what? You've taken a pretty good path here the last 6 months. And, you've been through this process with the World Tree on a number of times. You're filled with the knowledge, you're filled with the wisdom, drink of this cup a little bit. Have a little bit of the mother's milk and just enjoy it. Let it nurture you. Let it, give you bounty as you're, preparing for your journey. And, as she's looking at you, she's saying, I can sense that there's some greatness coming forward to you. You've completed a lot of things on these quests. And now it's just time to enjoy, and, rejoice in the successfulness that you've had. As she looks at you, she says, I'm the mother of the land, right? And, you have challenged all the tests, but there's more tests out there that are going to come at you. There's more obstacles. There's more trials and tribulations. And those that, have passed these tests has continued to grow, have continued to move on forward, all right, out of the World Tree. And, the gifts that we give you, primarily the major arcana cards and the court cards, is the knowledge and the wisdom to continue moving on, to grow yourself internally, to grow your spirit internally, right? To become one with your higher self as you're walking through the Wildwood Forest. And some of those gifts are love, peace, happiness, and others gifts that are like that. The ability to communicate, the ability to draw, right? Artistic stuff, right? The gifts of financial fortitude. She says, these are all things that we've been, watching for you, okay? And they're all riches of the earth. They're all riches from the stones, and they're riches from the vessels, riches from the bows and, the arrows. And as a result of that, I'm going to go ahead and continue to bless you on your path. And she's radiating this blue aura behind her, right? And you remember the radiating sun energy that you had, 6-7 days ago. And you feel that energy. You still feel that sun energy, going through you. This is radiant energy of love and nurturing and protection. And she kind of just, puts her hand on your shoulder and just, feel it. Feel the protection, and it's something you've never felt before. Yeah, you've seen some protection here with the 4 stones, last week. But with this, it's almost like you guys have created a bond with her, where she just says, this trek that you're going on now, I'm going to be with you 100%. As you continue to walk through that forest and you attune to the forest, I'm going to be with you every step of the way. Even though I may fall off 6-7 days down the road, my nurturing blessings will be upon you. And as you continue to move down your quest, you're going to continue to learn. You're going to continue to initiate things to help you learn with the wisdom and knowledge that you've gleaned over the last 6 months. And when you've taken that on in your loving relationships, significant other, family, co-workers, however you want to look at it, all right? That's when the universe envelops everything and you become more with your higher self. Being in tune with your own self within the Wildwood Forest and in tune with others, giving that gift of love, giving that gift of knowledge and wisdom, and imparting that learning onto others. So, the path that you've got coming up, she says, is one of understanding with nature. And you look at her and she says, yeah, I understand. The Wildwood Forest is a beautiful place to be. And, I've been in and out of the World Tree 2 or 3 times. And, the knowledge and the wisdom that I really gained is tenfold. And it feels good every once in a while to get into a pool and clean myself off and just, have that refreshing taste in my mouth, right? Being refilled with energy. And she says, with every trek that's on the way, there are opportunities for refreshing. There are opportunities to meet new people. There are opportunities for lessons. All right? But with that comes responsibility. And she says, I believe you're responsible enough to continue on with this trek so that you can guide and heal others along this trek, using your wisdom, using your knowledge along this path, reaching out and touching others. Whether it's a simple conversation, a smile, hey, how are you doing today? Things of that nature. So learn from the spirit of the earth and be at one with the world and your true self. And that's the message today out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, the Green Woman. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others. Again, if you'd like a personal reading, hit that Stand Store link in the description box below and give me a thumbs up. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.